Jared Allen. Standing ovation here for this. This is nice. Welcome back, my man.
Thank you. I think I stole your chair.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Every time I sit, I shrink.
Yeah,
so I'm
I would say old people want to sit down.
Yeah, I'm going to stand.
But I'm older than you.
Yeah, you are. You are.
So now Jared never played at U.S. Bank Stadium, but he did ride in on a horse when joining the Vikings Ring of Honor in 2022, and he even got the horse to change leads.
Yeah.
So welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium, man, and it's great to see you. This is such a festive party this evening, and I know you always love these
This is a little
fans.
different draft party. When I came here in 08, we were at Winter Park.
Right?
Yeah, we were at Winter Park, and I think they just put like a tarp on some chairs.
Yeah, they just said, here's some beer, just go have fun.
No, they didn't even serve beer back then. I was the new draft pick, and so they made me, Pat, and Kevin, and Ray sit up there and smile for like 8 people.
Yeah, that's great. Jared, let me ask you, I know it's been quite the whirlwind. I mean, obviously with the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but like, how have you handled and how has your life changed?
Zero. My life has changed zero.
But what about all the media asks now? That's had to be like increase tenfold.
Yeah, I just still say no.
Come on, man.
I do stuff. I do stuff for you guys. That's about it. Everything else, I'm busy. Honestly, the Hall of Fame is it's a great honor, tremendous honor. We're gonna absolutely enjoy the crap out of it come August. When we get there, but I'll probably enjoy it in subsequent years, like later years when I don't have to, be pulled this way.
Yeah.
Because, they want you to come up there for this. You got to do this. There's all these lists of things you got to do. And it's like, some guys, you get in at different points of your life, right? I'm like, I got young kids. I'm trying to get to volleyball practice. I'm trying to get to, I got to land back home tomorrow. I got to drive to Memphis for volleyball. You know what I mean? It's not about me. So my life doesn't actually change other than, I get invited back to the draft party now. I haven't been invited back since 08. So you make the Hall of Fame, they bring you back to the draft party.
Yes.
So other than that, no. Again, I try to keep things in perspective. For me, football was a big part of who I was, but it's not who I am. And I understand my life comes in chapters and everything like that. So I just try to be present, enjoy the chapter I'm in, and everybody always says, "Oh, it's going to take like." It's whether it's a purple jacket, whether it's a gold jacket, it's a tremendous honors, and I wear that badge with honor, and I hopefully I represent it with honor. But at the end of the day, I got crap to do, and I got kids to raise, I got a wife, family to feed, I got chicken coops to build, I got 10 chickens at my house ready to get outside. Like I got things to do.
I got eggs to collect.
So I know you're busy, but I'm still going to ask this next question. Your thoughts on the defense now with Jonathan Grenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, those guys rushing from the outside. The game's changed a little bit. They're not as big as you guys used to be, but still very effective.
Absolutely,
pass rush.
the game has changed a little bit, but the best way to put this, the fundamentals of football haven't changed.
Right.
To be a great pass rusher, you have to have leverage, technique, and violence. Right. To be a great tackler, you have to have speed, leverage, technique, and violence. To be a great receiver, you have to be able to get off blocks. You have to be able to run great routes. You have to have a great technique. You have to be able to make athletic moves. You got to be able to absorb violence. So for me, the game does change. Maybe the schemes change. The presentation looks different. But at the end of the day, what the skill set to be a successful football player and a successful team, it doesn't change. It takes grit. It takes determination. It takes a skill set, a group of men all working towards the same goal, and guys that are willing to put their bodies on the line and make things happen. So the defense is amazing. It's fun to watch. They fly around. They're fast. They make plays. I think they do everything that you want a defense to do. Take the ball away. Big hits. I think they present themselves in a way that offenses truly have to account for. If you look at one side, if you try to take away Van Ginkel, guess what? You're going to get Grenard's going to get you on the other side, right? And now you're adding depth into the middle. Harrison Smith, I don't know.
Phillips.
No, Phil. I'm talking about Harrison. In the back end.
Yeah.
He's found the fountain of youth. Like at 13 years, this dude's still balling. I love it. And so to me, it's fun to watch them play. It's fun to see the style, and I think it's fun to see when you got a coaching staff and a leadership staff that's just as enthusiastic about that as the players are, and it shows. It's fun to watch.
All right, now this is very, very important, Jared.
Okay.
You are 3/4 of the way to getting your mullet back. I mean,
it's-
are we
what are you
dedicated to
talking
this?
about? What are you
I mean,
talking about?
you're close.
It's
You
never left.
want it. People want
It
it.
never left.
Oh, I don't.
It never left. Are you kidding me?
A couple of years
Never
ago,
left.
you'd gone short.
Yeah.
I was like, who is that guy?
They
I
didn't
don't
make
know.
you clean up for the curling run?
No, when you get older, your hair falls out. You guys haven't. I tried to pay for that, but it just keeps coming out more and more. The mullet never left. Mullet's a lifestyle. So it'll be 100% there until they put me in the grave, or until it all falls out and I just have to shave it off.
When you played and when you sacked quarterbacks for Kansas City here and the other destinations after you left here, did you enjoy sacking Aaron Rodgers more than anybody?
I'll be honest, I enjoyed taking the life out of every single quarterback I hit.
Come on, man.
Aaron, it just looked like I did because we played him so often. So you got to take a little extra. You got to take when you play a guy over and over and over, you got to put a little extra oomph into it so they remember you. I always laugh and make the joke that the more money they made, the more fun to hit. I just like embarrassing people.
Yeah.
You know, better them than me. So
you know ESPN, if you ever watch it, Dan Orlovsky, the former
Yes.
Lions quarterback. So Dan
through the roof right now. Where's this guy? This dude made a living off a bonehead play. I love it. Good for
Dan's
Dan.
media career took off because he's so good watching film and sharing it on TV. He's really, really good at what he does.
Is he?
But guess who? I think he is.
I'm teasing.
But guess who was right there with him on every highlight we see? 69 chasing him out of the
That's my
back
point.
left of
How
the
good
end
can you
zone.
be? How good can you be at watching film and knowing his situation? We didn't know where the back of the end zone is. That's what I'm saying.
Get that HOF.
No, it's hitting any quarterback is fun because they're all prima donnas and they're all pompous, and so it is what it is.
Except J.J. McCarthy.
He probably is too, but to be a good quarterback, you got to be a bit of a prima donna and a little bit of a
I
pompous.
mean, you don't have the pads on anymore. You
Man,
don't have to hate on
he's
these
firing
guys.
bullets.
You don't have to get in their heads right now.
It's pure hate all the
That's
time.
all the time.
Like, it's
Yeah.
nonstop.
I'm gonna narrow cast here, but it's like Gosder Sherrillis walked into the building and all of a sudden he got super mad.
Oh, never.
It's
No.
Jared Allen, future Hall of Famer, former Vikings defensive player. Just a couple to close. Ben?
Okay, I do have a question for you because you brought it up when you're just talking about the technique and the violence and all this stuff. Everybody breaks down all these pass rushers, right? San Fran just drafted one from Georgia coming off the edge, and we want to break it he's raw this and he's undersized here and he's got to work on this. But what do you think is the most important thing right now, above anything else, if you're a young guy coming into the league? You must possess this if you think you're going to be successful. This is a foundational pass rushing thing.
Great heart. Work. You have to outwork your guy. So in the NFL, everybody's fast, everybody's strong, everybody's talented, right? So it's the intangibles that make the biggest difference. So how much work are you willing to put in to be a master of your craft, right? And so for me, technique. But if you don't have that will and desire is above all things else. We can talk technique, we can talk everything, right? But will and desire is what's going to grow that foundation. So if you got that, if you're willing to outwork your guy, then you can teach technique. You can twist things here and there to make a guy better, sharpen his skill set. But yeah, that if a dude in a tough situation shuts down, I got no use for him. And it doesn't matter how talented he is, right? I mean, you can look at guys throughout the league that are bust. I mean, crazy talented. Trust me, there's 1,000 people more athletic than me, stronger than me, faster than me. But I would argue there's not a whole lot of people out there willing to do more than me to get the job done. And that was the difference. And then countless hours spending technique, because at the end of the day, technique beats technique, right? So if I'm playing a top tackle and he has good technique, eventually I'm going to win because I'm going to find a gap. I'm going to find a way to break his rhythm. I'm going to find a way to get him out of sorts, and then I can capitalize on that. So if you don't have that will and that desire and you get shut down for 3/4 of a game, yet you don't know how to process information, and you're a front runner and you're in a hard situation, you're going to quit. And that's so if you don't have will and desire, I got no use for it.
Did we just get the Cliff Notes version of your Canton speech right now? Have you thought about that? You got that thing written up yet? You got an outline on that?
I'm sure ChatGPT will do something cool.
Hey, congratulations on the induction. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I will see you a week from Saturday.
Yeah, I'll be back here.
Arise with the Guys at Grace
Absolutely.
Church. God bless
Yes,
you, man.
sir.
Good
God bless
seeing
you, brother. Love you.
Appreciate you. Love you, too.
Yep.
Jared Allen,
see you.
ladies and
See you
gentlemen.
guys. Thank